All right, so I'm back at my desk. I'm looking at my setup. There's monitor 1, there's monitor 2, and I have experiment 10 up on my monitor here. I have the polarizer, and you'll notice that if I spin the polarizer so that it is the proper orientation, of the same orientation that the light is coming out of my monitor, you'll see that we can see through it. I can read that 10 right there. But as I spin it, it turns back off. So it turns out the 10 inside my monitor right now and the P, they're not black. It's difficult. We're not using black ink to paint black on the screen. What we're doing is inside the monitor. Now, if I get really close, I've never done this before. If I get really close, I can probably see the individual red and greens and blues. I'm probably going to lose some focus here. I'm going to lose focus. I'm not going to be able to see the individual reds and blues. There's a little bit of reds and greens and blues patterns. They're really, really tiny. They're individual pixels. They look like individual Excel cells, especially inside this P over here. I can see where it looks like I'm looking through a screen door. Those are my individual little reds and greens and blues. And in front of the reds and greens and blues are little tiny polarizers. And what happens is, where it needs to be black, where I need to turn off the reds and greens and blues, they're still burning. They're burning just as bright. This is not an OLED display. What this does is this guy has inside there, it just turns it off. So let me go ahead and it's on. And what I can do is I can turn off all of them by spinning this and then making them go away. Okay, so what I've done is I've turned them all off by blocking the polarized light that comes out. If I turn it back on again, you're going to see that number 10. And again, the shape of the 1 and the shape of the 0 and the shape of the colon is only made because electronically inside the device, those particular pixels have been turned off. They haven't been turned off. The light is still there. What they have been done is they've been turned to horizontal polarization and it turns black. So what my screen is doing is 60 times a second at 60 hertz. It is turning those ones and zeros off or on, depending on how the pattern goes through. So to my eye, it looks like where those, if I could shrink down this polarizer where that 1, 0, and colon is painted, it looks black on the monitor. So this is how monitors paint the color black on the screen. They do it by just turning off the white by these guys. So yeah, if we were to go ahead and grab a microscope, we would actually see those individual pixels. But I think that's kind of cool. Love it. Excellent.